Hello and welcome to Camera Reviews. I wanted to share these two little brochures I found in my bookshelf. They're both something I picked up many years ago. I'd like to show you, I'd like to just give you an insight into what these are about. I'm not sure where I picked them up. I know what they're about, I know who they are, but I don't know where I got them from. I had associations with both of these agencies over the years, so maybe when I've been at the agencies I picked them up many years ago, probably late 90s, early 2000s. So let me show you. What we've got is we have two brochures. One is from Magnum Photos and the other is IPG, the Independent Photographers Group, if I remember rightly. And let's have a look at them. Like I said, I don't understand where I picked them up from. Okay, so let's have a little measure. 7 by 10, 8 by 6. They are this looks like a little zine, but they're brochures, right? So it's IPG Magnum Photos. They are brochures. One I think is promoting how good they were in the last year. This one is promoting their corporate work by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Magnum Photos, I know you're probably all aware, if you're watching this, you're probably all aware of Magnum Photos. I noticed the address is 301 38 Mount Pleasant, but that's a long time ago. They're now in G Street, and 38 Mount Pleasant, that is, I think it's on the corner, it was on the crossroads in near Old Street where they used to be, and where the offices I first went into were at Unit 301, and they're now at G Street. I've been to both New York and Paris office. I'm not sure, and I can't remember if they're the same offices, but that is the old Magnum office. Division head Catherine Shermaneyev. I'm not familiar. So Magnum Photos. So what we've got here is a list of different photographers and where they base. So we've got Henry Cartier-Bresson, Paris, Ian Barry, London, Wayne Miller, San Francisco, Eugene Richards, New York, Ellie Reed, blah, blah, blah. There's a few of these photographers who are no longer with Magnum, and there's a few photographers on here who are sadly dead. Let's have a look. And this is for over 20 years. Magnum has produced award-winning photographs for annual reports and brochures. Yeah, that's what I guess this is. It's a brochure what goes out. It's a little incentive to clients to say, wow, you know, this is like a really slick little bit of marketing. And I remember at this time, around the late 90s, this was quite slick. And we used these a lot. Little brochures, little leaflets, and a lot of printed material to get work, and myself included. So this at the time was pretty slick, and I remember a lot of these little things like this. Let's have a look. So we got Costa Manos, Paul Fusco, look at that, it's beautiful. Bert Glynn. I travelled around with Bert in Europe, shooting reports and doing a lot of corporate work with Bert Glynn, and an amazing corporate photographer, and I learned so much working with Bert. Bruce Davison, Eric Hartman, Philip Jones Griffiths. Again, somebody else I worked with. I was Philip Jones Griffiths' assistant for a number of years, travelling around Europe with them and the world actually. Went Middle East and America with them. So I guess this is probably where I picked this up, because I was in this office quite a lot, and I may have, because I was shooting a lot of corporate work, I maybe picked this up at the time. So yeah, it's an incentive, I guess, send to clients. It looks quite prestigious. It's almost like a greetings card if you look at it in that angle. It's lovely. I just wanted to show you. Maybe you've never seen something like this before. And I'm lucky enough to have one on my bookshelf. I just wanted to show you. IPG. What do I know about IPG? I know John Easterby used to run it. John Easterby used to be at Magnum and then moved and took over. I think I do know where he went next, but I will talk about that. What I remember, John, the next thing he did was head up IPG. This is a brochure celebrating the success of IPG. I don't know what year this is, to be honest. It says pictures of the year 2001. So I presume this is something like 2002, 2001, going by pictures of the year 2001. Yeah. So I think roughly 2002 celebration. Other news for 2002, celebrating the work of IPG photographers who are amazing photographers. Let's have a look. So what we've got here, we're pleased now that Zed Nelson, John Reed and Tom Stoddard were all awarded first prizes in this year's Pictures of the Year Awards, a total of 5 awards between them. Congratulations to Felicia Webb, Tom Stoddard and John Reed for their success and Nikon Press Awards. This is a brochure outlining the success of the photographers Zed Nelson, John Reed and Tom Stoddard for the previous year in the Pictures of the Year Award and Nikon Press Awards. So it's just a celebration of their achievements, and I guess a pitch to clients, again like the Magnum thing. It's sort of quite a prestigious little brochure. It's quite a good little marketing tool. Let's have a look at it. So I remember this book, Gun Nation, Zed Nelson's book. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it's 17 years ago. It's a great book. I'll try and grab a copy of that and I'll look at that. Tom Stoddard, I know Tom, lovely guy, amazing photographer, learned a lot looking at his work. And what's this one? Tom Stoddard in the heart of the quake. A small girl plays with pigeons in a devastated town of Bacoa. Excuse the pronunciation. Zed's book was covering America, the USA, and looking at a portrait study, I guess, of people who own guns in America. It was a sort of looking at a lot of contradictions and a lot of stereotypes and stuff like that. Great book. I remember this was one of his big things at the time. It was amazing. Sadly, John Reardon, this is his portrait of Maria Gillespie. Sadly, John died recently, and an amazing photographer, a great loss to the photographic community. This was Maria Gillespie, arrested at 15 and tortured by the Uruguayan army. Her case was supported by Amnesty International. Amazing portrait. Looks like something like from the 19th century. You know, it's amazing. John was an amazing photographer. Be a very big loss. It's a very big loss to the world of photography. Second prize. So John won Pictures of the Year first prize. Pictures of the Year 2001, second prize, Tom. That is Staten Island ferry approaches Manhattan for the first time after 9/11. Again, you know, that shot looks like something from the 20s or 30s. It's amazing. Again, another World Trade Center area shot. General Division, September 11 feature, arriving for work with a bit of unity, a bit of patriotism there. That was third prize. Pictures there. So IPG have done pretty well. In fact, they've won first, second and third. Brilliant. Oh no, so that's best portrait, that's General Division, that's General Division. Best news picture and best photography book. Yeah, that was always going to win everything. So on the back we have other news for 2002, Alistair Thane's Dream Exhibition, Nil by Mouth by Felicia Webb. I've got some stuff on that somewhere. Felicia Webb look at anorexia was fantastic, and it was a very big thing around 2001. Peter Dench, Drinking of England, he's still going strong. I've got quite a bit of stuff by Peter. I will get it out and have a look at it. So John Easterby, Tara Banakdar, who I actually went to university with, Esther Hollingworth, Seamus O'Cleary, Michelle Kirby, and Stoyanka Vidinic. I know Tara and Seamus have an own agency now, Banakdar O'Cleary maybe. Photographers, Richard Baker, James Balog, Alistair Berg, Harry Bolden, Peter Dench, Serge Jeff Levy, David Medell, Zed Nelson, Nigel Parry, John Reardon, Tom Stoddard, Alistair Thane, Veronique, Felicia Webb and Neil Wilder. And my name is not sadly on there. I would love to have joined IPG. In another life maybe. So, what's on the back here? Nikon Press Awards, Tom Stoddart's Feature of the Year, Photographer of the Year, that's awesome. Tom's just won about everything, man, he's amazing. Christabel Mawili, excuse me for for the pronunciation, who's dying from AIDS virus, pictured at the mother of Mercy Hospice in Zambia. It's very sad, from the ongoing AIDS project. Felicity Webb, that's something for Nil by Mouth series there. I'll have a little closer look at these. This is Nikon Press Awards, Felicity Webb Photo Essay of the Year. John Reardon did a lot of stuff with chefs and sort of stepped out of the box a little bit with his stuff on his work with chefs. I'll find some of John's work and we'll have a look through it, because he was an amazing photographer, and he did sort of step out the box a lot with his portraiture. And I remember him when he was shooting Marco Pierre White and people like that. I think for the Observer in the 2000s and the end of the 90s. A little letter here by John used to be the editor. So yeah, I have a lot of, I could say, some history with both of these. Sadly, I was never a photographer for any of these, but I do have some history. I do know people and have worked there at Magnum and stuff, so there was a little bit of sentimentality. I guess at the time I was around, I just picked these up. I'm pleased I've got them, nearly 20 years ago, and it's sort of part of my life, which I wanted to share a little bit and show you. Anyway, thanks, and I hope it was some insight, give you some perspective. I've got lots more stuff. I'll get them out and show you. Thank you.